HBO was worried that the title of the series would make the audience think it was about music. That is why the gun image is in the title logo. The network also considered other titles for the show, such as Made in New Jersey. Ray Liotta was a top choice to play Tony Soprano, but he turned it down, stating he did not want to commit to a television series. Later Liotta was in talks to play Ralph Cifaretto, but ended up not taking the part. During seasons 2 and 3, Steve Sirico, who lost a lot of weight, had to wear a fat suit in order to play Bobby Bacala. Bacala is an Italian dish made from dried and salted cod. Federico Castelluccio played the tough guy Furio who came back with Tony from Italy, picked him up each morning and fell in love with his wife Carmela and she with him. When the actor was cast, he looked exactly the part. When he started to talk, everyone was like, "Oh my God, the guy's actually Italian." David Chase said, "Where in Italy are you from?" And he broke his accent and says, "Oh, I'm actually from Paterson, New Jersey." Drea de Matteo had to spend 4 hours in hair and makeup before shooting each episode in order to achieve her mob girl look. It took 2 hours to prepare her hair, and in the instances in which her arms, legs, and her torso were uncovered, an hour and a half to apply makeup to cover her tattoos. Steven Van Zandt tried for the part of Tony Soprano, but in the end HBO felt very uncomfortable with somebody who's never acted before, taking the lead. David Chase told him, "Listen, any other part you would like, please tell me." Steven Van Zandt said, "You know what, I'm starting to feel a little bit guilty about this because I hate to take an actor's job. These guys work their whole lives, they go to classes, they do off-Broadway, and here comes a rock and roll guitar player off the street. So," he says, "all right. Well, in that case I'll write you in a part that doesn't exist." This is how Silvio Dante appeared in Sopranos. When Jamie Lynn Sigler was first called into audition for Mezzo-Soprano, she knew nothing about the premise of the show. From the title, she thought it might be about opera singers. Whenever an actor or actress would go to David Chase to complain about his or her character, arguing the character would never do this or that thing, it has been reported multiple times that Chase would respond, "Who told you it is your character?" David Chase claims the relationship between Tony and his mother Livia was based on his relationship with his own mother, Norma. Livia is also the name of the Roman Emperor Augustus' conniving, murderous wife. Asked what he thought of the series, Martin Scorsese admitted that he watched a few episodes, but couldn't get into the show, claiming that it was a different generation's gangster culture than what he remembered and grew up around. Max Casella, Benny Fazio, originally auditioned for the parts of Mac Bevilacqua and Jackie Aprile Jr., both characters only lasted 1 season, but Benny remained until the final episode. It took James Gandolfini a couple of months to get the audition for the part of Tony Soprano, but finally somehow or other he came to David Chase's house in Los Angeles and taped the audition. That was the end of that. Once David Chase saw an audition, he was immediately convinced. He felt that there was something about James. As large as he was and as capable of an actor, there was something said there. Dr. Melfi was named after David Chase's grandmother Teresa Melfi. Tony Sirico and Frank Vincent auditioned for the role of Uncle Jr. Sirico was offered the role of Paulie instead. Vincent joined the cast as Phil in the 5th season. The show was originally going to be a series on Fox, starring Anthony LaPaglia, before HBO picked it up. The character A.J. Soprano was ranked number 10 in TV Guide's list of TV's 10 biggest brats. In Season 1, Chris, Michael Imperioli, shot an employee of a bakery in the foot. Coincidentally, in Goodfellas, Joe Pesci's character shot character played by Michael Imperioli in the foot. Among the celebrities who have appeared as themselves in various episodes are Jon Favreau, Sandra Bernhardt, Janine Garofalo, David Lee Roth, Frank Sinatra Jr., Nancy Sinatra, Martin Scorsese, and Lawrence Taylor. Annette Bening was featured in Season 5. Sir Ben Kingsley and Lauren Bacall appeared in Season 6.